So what it does, so I have developer data. So for example, Amisha is only credentials of the development data. So
No,
something
no,
if
no,
missing, you can directly, yeah, sorry.
sorry, sir. I have the original
But
license as well now. But the thing is, I
Uh-huh.
am practicing at the moment. I am playing around with this dashboard, so that is why I'm using this
Mhm.
development data. I do have the
Sure, good.
original license and everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
but I'm
just
not
to
touching that thing
yeah,
at the
just to
moment.
explain you the whole system, it won't
Uh-huh.
take a lot of time, and then if you don't have time, we can log off after that. But just to
Uh-huh.
give you a gist of
Mhm.
to explain you the whole model, so that you get an idea. So this
Mhm.
company basically has around, let's say, 1,000 odd pharmacies from where they are pulling out data in
Mhm.
a from a POS system, right? And that filtration
Mhm.
and metadata and everything is done from a third
Mhm.
party who actually has their own data analysis. What we just do
Uh-huh.
is that, yeah, so the way you said that we are mirroring, it's the same thing. Like, they are giving us a
Yeah.
server access to have our
Mhm.
own dashboard wherein we are playing with whatever data are coming out as. So basically what they are doing is that they do have their we do have our own access on two things. One is our own dashboard, which is called as Alliance IQ, which they maintain from their end. And then they have given us certain access in terms of cube reporting sort of thing,
Mhm.
which is
Mhm.
actually fetching in through the same OLAP query. And so that is, and then they have created one tabular access for us, so that we can visualize those tabular access columns as a Power BI dashboard. Am I clear, or is it something which is a bit confusing?
No, no, I'm getting.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. So yeah,
see, I understand this part because a lot of people do the same thing, same process they follow.
yeah,
Yeah, so this is a basic process which everyone follows. It depends, like how they're doing it. It depends,
yeah,
but the process will be followed by the every company, even my company also. I'm working in IBM actually. I'm working in IBM.
yeah,
But last thing also, when we like mirroring our things and pushing our things. So in your case, you are taking from OneDrive or I think share folder. We put in our IBM own box folder. So actually, we don't have any clients. So, but in those who have clients, they worked on the same thing. So I have the production data, like IBM product wise, I'm working IBM and Intel projects. So those who are like for Incures, you have I think third party. So in the third party, they have a different process, right, for their things, for their data. Now you have to take from your data from their side, right? If like, and then you have to mirroring. So they allow you how much, like if they are third party, and then you have to like their pipeline will be differ. So in your case, that will be a I have to little I think take one I think have to little study how they're like do you are guys doing it,
yes,
like how
yeah,
you mirroring and all this. That part I have to take, but in my there's a process is the same. Okay, there's not a huge difference.
yes.
I can
Yeah,
clearly see.
it's the
Yeah.
only thing is that they are taking it from different sources. What has happened that
Uh,
one is like they are taking it from a server for which they have provided us a login ID and password. That is one server link. And then there is couple of couple of files that they are receiving on email, which has been again staged, and they are receiving it on email. And I think it's through a Power Automate. They are saving it in a folder, and then it's get populated automatically and get actually aligned with the server link with the existing data, and that's how the whole report is created. So basically there are three different sources in this whole dashboard from where they are actually pulling out the information.
My question is like, because that data is actually not matching with the actual data, like the Power BI data, there is a huge difference in the
Yeah,
dashboard
that's an
data,
error,
error.
Amisha.
But the thing is like from where actually it's fetching that,
Yeah,
feeding the
that
Power BI, because we are still confused that from where exactly it's the data is coming from, because we don't know that that person has already done those things. We are really confused
mhm.
about that.
yeah, so
Hey,
those
no
folders,
issue. You
yeah,
you might be have document of it. Might be some architecture you have.
yeah. So, like when we see, I think it will be quite clear from here only. Like when we see in this,
Hmm.
the way here, because when I see it, when I see the error, I can see that there are some columns missing, which is creating the error. Like
Uh-huh.
so generally what
No, no. I'm
happens?
I'm telling you something. See, this is about the Power BI. Okay, but
Right.
you have, or if you don't have, also you can ask it. They have a one architecture, especially which is called data modeling. Okay, data modeling is little different. Not in terms of Power BI. Data modeling is different in terms of their side, like how many columns they have, data and data of the metadata as well. Like they have column and what column data type is. Okay, if they change also, they have a little architecture of it. Definitely they have, because in architecture you can see your data, that how data make it, like how they make their data set, how they make their database, like how many tables, which tables connected to which tables, or how they're pulling. So they have definitely a one architecture, a small architecture. If they don't, they definitely have, if they're working like this. So they definitely. So with that help, you can get more clarity actually.
That makes a lot of sense, but the only thing is
Mm.
that we don't, the problem is we don't have that access. But I can tell you one thing, from this
Mhm.
dashboard and from the source, you can easily find out what is missing. Only thing is about how to fix it, yeah, because I can tell you, like, for example, let's say for the server part, when we see we have different versions wherein, from where it is. So if you see the server part from where they are actually extracting the tabular reporting, you will be able to see all
Mhm.
the columns and everything.
Okay, okay, get it. We can view data as well, right?
Yes, we have the server access also.
Mhm.
We can play with that also, whenever we'll go for our next class. But yes, gist of the whole thing. Now you suggest how you want to go ahead, and probably, we can
So see,
start.
the first thing we go like tomorrow class, uh,
Hmm.
we go from scratch from the beginning. So
Yep.
True.
we can go first how your data is coming. We will not go with the Power BI. First, we go with the data, how
Yes.
their
Mm-hmm.
data
Yes.
things works, how
Yep.
they connected, how you
Yep.
getting the data in your drive or not. That is also we have to check that how
Correct.
you getting
Yes.
the
Yes.
data in a drive,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
that makes you clarity that how the
Yes.
pipeline is working, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
True.
right, because this thing, you guys, if even though I give you 10%, you can
Hmm.
put 90% as well, because that is your job to put it into, right? Because I have to guide
Mhm.
and you can put more, you know it, right? Because where it is, I can, if I put 10, you can make it 90 by knowing the things, because you already working, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
True. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, like for example, if you tell me that this is coming from that night, so from my, because I know the data part, because I'm working in the same thing, data engineering part, so I can
Yeah.
make you more understand that how the pipeline is building in terms of server, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Because I
Hmm.
make you more understand that how they build up their pipeline in the cloud as well. If they're using any cloud like AWS, Azure, or any cloud, definitely they have a cloud server for sure.
Yeah,
Uh,
we can share that also, and we can, then you can, because what is missing here, we are pretty novice in terms of, this server thing and the
Huh.
data, and the data, the metadata, and that's where we always, we can create dashboards and we can import reports, but
Hmm.
where we actually fall short is that we don't know how the data thing works, like in terms of the servers and all those, background metadata and all those. As I said, that there is a third party who was involved, and after that I left, and then they started doing it. But the guy who joined, he was from the real IT background, so he was knowing, how to. And like from this dashboard, even you would have understand that it's a pretty simple thing. He has not made
yeah.
it complicated. But only thing
Mhm.
that I'm missing is that, I don't know from where they are sourcing in the data and how they are staging, because that part I have never done.
No issue, no issue. I'm there now. I can say the same line to my colleague as well. When they said we are stuck, I said I'm there. Don't worry.
No,
I
no,
can.
really appreciate your help with this,
Trust.
because I think that will make both of our job easier, because I may be there for the next class, but after that I won't be there. So it's like
Okay,
you and Amisha who has to actually take it forward. How to you do, because she will be the one who will be doing all this thing. Yeah.
okay, and I can help you from the beginning as well. That
Yeah.
Yes.
how. Let me tell you right now as well. See, first I will tell you from the scratch that how many data types you're dealing. So currently you're dealing with a structured data. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
structured one,
Yeah.
but actually only three types of data we have: structured,
Yeah.
semi-structured, or unstructured. So
Yeah.
unstructured using big data, Hadoop, Hive, Spark, big talk, text documentations, and
Yeah.
video audio data.
Yeah.
Then we have semi-structured, which is around JSON, XML file, right? And the very powerful structured row and column value. But all these three, it always coming into tabular format, because tabular format is the only way to get the data output in analysis systems. Okay.
Okay.
For getting analysis systems, we have to know statistics, basic statistics. Let's go
Yeah.
one step back. So
Yeah.
before creating, let's choose, we need a structured data. Like in your case, we're using structured data. So in structured data, we go one step back, we need a data source. So in case you're using some data source, for example, MySQL, PostgreSQL, or anyone.
Hmm.
Now
Yeah.
let's go one more step back. Okay, because this is
Mm.
data source, but this data source need to be in a server. So now you need a
Yeah.
server for it. So what server you need? You need me Azure or AWS. Let's
Yeah.
go one more step back. Before
Yeah.
putting our data in Azure, we need a structure that how many tables we need, how many columns we required, which column data type. So we need a data of a metadata for first pushing in it. So this
Yeah.
whole process called data modeling actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Data.
So we go data modeling that how we can get those things, then how we connect to our Power BI, and from Power BI how it coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
So this whole process we see these three steps first. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we
Yes.
proceed with the next part. Is that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Ah, okay, okay, good,
Yeah.
good. I get it. And any other questions you have? Because today just a demo, so I'm just relaxing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no,
Tomorrow I
it's a
will take you
very good
somewhere.
explanation that how the data is really appreciated because yes, we
Yeah.
wanted to understand this
Understand.
whole structure thing.
Actually, the thing is, I'm working in data profile very long, and I did
Yeah,
masters as well in the data